I mean, this is a sad situation right here. You got two young lives lost over nothing, really. It's crazy how a few seconds can change the rest of your life forever. Look, they say she came home and found him in bed, fully clothed with her friend, and she just went crazy on him. That's what they're saying. Now, I've been in similar situations to this, so I do know how it feels, but it's just best to just go ahead and walk away. Walk away and choose yourself. Don't go to prison. Don't go to the grave. But look, I got some clips about this situation. We're going to react to them. All right, let's go. Let's check them out.
Has been charged for a deadly stabbing in Jefferson City. Denita Jackson is charged with murder for the stabbing death of 23-year-old Kayvon Goldson, an athlete at Lincoln University. ABC 17's Haley Sueno joins us live in Jefferson City. Haley, this marks the third homicide investigation in the city this year.
Yeah, Lucas, this is, as you said, the third homicide investigation into this year. Jefferson City police are concerned with just how many homicide investigations are now underway. We're only in February. I'm going to tell you what we learned today about Goldson's death. Now, court documents say he and Jackson were in a romantic relationship. According to the Lincoln University athletics website, both Jackson and Goldson were sprinters on the track and field team. Jackson got off work early and returned to her home in the 800 block of Fairmount Boulevard early Monday morning to find Goldson talking with her roommate. She reportedly told police she thought he was having an affair. The two got into a fight. She allegedly grabbed a knife from under the bed, stabbing him in the back and then again in the chest. Goldson later died at the hospital. Police say 3 homicides is unusual here in Jeff City, especially in a short span of time.
3 so soon into the year like this, concerning. It's something worth a look at and look into the dynamics of what's contributing to those and how we should communicate with our partners and our teams and our assets and how to make sure that we are offering all the assistance.
Let's go to court. Lincoln track athlete Denita Jackson wasn't feeling too well today, so she went home early. When she got there, she noticed her roommate's door was locked, and there were some noises coming from it. Those noises sounded a lot like her boyfriend, another Lincoln track athlete, Kayvon Goldson. She couldn't get in, so like Jason Bourne, she jiggy-rigged the lock and bust down the door. And that's when she saw Kayvon and her roommate in the bed. Of course, this caused her to freak out. According to Miss Jackson, though, Kayvon attacked her. He assaulted her, choked her, kicked her. So what did she do? She grabbed a knife from underneath her roommate's bed, stabbed Kayvon in the back, and then when he turned around, stabbed him again in the chest. Kayvon, unfortunately, passed away from those wounds. So I ask you, if you're on the jury and you're hearing this case, is she innocent or guilty?
Now, I don't think it was self-defense, but I don't believe her punishment gonna be that severe either, honestly. Because you know how this usually go between men and women, especially when it's a so-called black man. They're gonna paint him like he was the violent one. And then you know how it go online in the court of public opinion, the women gonna have her back. So she most likely won't even do 10 years in prison. And to me, that right there is a slap on the wrist in itself.
Kayvon Goldson. Say his name. Say his name. Lincoln University, track and field. 23-year-old young black man, life cut short, all because somebody's goddamn daughter did not know how to accept rejection. 27 years old, mind you. That's how old she is. So you mean to tell... So you know what? So many women, y'all, a lot of goddamn women, get a hold of y'all goddamn daughters and go sit their ass down somewhere and go teach them how to control their goddamn emotions. Teach them how to accept rejection. Rejection is their goddamn blessing. If she'd have just walked away when this young man that you can, it sounds like Clearly, it sounds like this young man knew that the dynamics that he had going on with this young woman was not healthy. And because her 27-year-old unemotionally can't control herself as unalive that young man by stabbing him to fucking death. Oh my God, his mama, that I would be pissed off. I would be livid. Y'all need to get a hold of y'all goddamn daughters and go sit their motherfucking ass down on somebody's couch to get her, because we seeing a little bit too much of it. Rather, it's coming from male or female situations, and this is the dynamics that's happening, or they unaliving other girls over a dude, or other girls just fighting and unaliving each other, all because they don't have no control over their goddamn emotions. You teach them how to fight growing up. You teach them all type of shit, how to be strong. But you never hear conversations where I sat down and I be teaching my daughter how to control her emotions so she can be a better person in society, and this is what you do. And then you don't never hear no goddamn but we teach them how to get their hair done, to go get their nails done, how to get a bag, how to shake their ass. You teach them every goddamn thing, but how to have some goddamn emotional growth about themselves, like stimulating their goddamn mind, respecting themselves. Your value does not come from a man. A man can only add value, but if a man does not want you, rejection is your goddamn blessing. And taking somebody's child's life because, oh, this shit done pissed me off. Say his name, goddamn it. Say his goddamn name.
Now, she made some good points. You know, it's never worth the hassle when it's all said and done to get emotional and overreact and end up doing something that you're going to later regret. Now you can't take back what you did and got to live the rest of your life with those regrets. Now, that's a hard pill to swallow when you're sitting in prison and you got time to think about where you went wrong in life.
I'm not about to sit up here and sugarcoat this. This young woman threw her life away over a man. Evidently, he didn't value you or the relationship, and that's why you caught him in bed with another woman. This is why it's so important to know how to regulate your emotions. Now, here's the thing. It's double standards when it comes down to domestic violence. She need to get the same treatment a man would get for unaliving a woman, because she want to alive that man. I know right now she's sitting behind them jail cells and she thinking that it could have been a different outcome if she would have used her mind and not let her emotions get the best of her. Now, as a woman, I can't contest to her feelings because I don't know what I would do if I was in that situation. But one thing I know, and I put this on everything I love, ain't no man worth me throwing my future, my life away behind him. What you won't do, somebody else will do. Somebody else will love me and respect me. Get what I'm saying? And we got to learn how to walk away from situations that we can't control. This was a situation that should have been de-escalated, but it went to the highest level of fucking toxicity. And this is why that young man is not alive. And this is why she's sitting behind bars. Girl, you locked up. You shouldn't be let out because you cannot control yourself. I said what I said. Goodbye.
This is a truly sad story, y'all. When I say truly sad story, this is a truly sad story because two lives has been destroyed. Y'all, this is a 22-year-old and a 23-year-old male. I just want to say my heart goes out to Kevon's family. Y'all, he was dating this young lady right here, y'all, and she had suspicions that he was sleeping with her roommate, y'all. And lo and behold, she came back, and he's supposed to have been in her room, but he was in the friend room, and she took like a pin and opened up the door and caught them in bed, y'all, and she just lost it, y'all. A struggle happened, and she claimed she saw a knife under the bed because he had them punched her and slammed her down, and she took the knife and stabbed him, y'all. When I tell you, y'all, this is a devastating story because both of them ran track. They were sprinters on that team, y'all. This happened at an off-campus apartment, y'all. I'm going to drop the story. Y'all go read it. When I tell you, two brown beauties, y'all, look at their pictures, y'all. She just threw her life away, and it's just so sad, y'all. So sad. And threw her life away for some meat. I had to come back in and chime in because I'm just so heartbroken. She threw her life away over meat that she could have got more of, y'all. Just so I understand people be breaking people's heart, but they got to stop playing people's heart. But at the end of the day, it's just a man. It's just a man. It's not the end. It's not the ending to your story. Like, God may have somebody better. He just probably had to show her who he really was, y'all. Y'all, just go read that story. Read that story.
Bro, what the hell? Nah, this caught me by surprise. This caught me by surprise. As you can read the caption, a Guyanese student in Missouri charged with killing her boyfriend after she allegedly caught him in her roommate's bed. Like, bro. And this girl was doing so well for herself in track and field. This girl was doing so well for herself. Damn. Like, what the hell, buddy? And in the report, right, it said that Denita, she left to go to work, right? And Monday morning about 1 a.m., like, she was feeling a bit tired, and then she decided to come home back. And when she come home back, like, she left her boyfriend in the apartment, and then was like, when she come back, he wasn't there. But like in her roommate's part, like quarters, like she was like hearing somebody talking in, like, you know, the roommate, like, you know, somebody, a voice sound very, very familiar. And then like she decided to pick the lock and go into her roommate's quarters, and then she saw her roommate and her boyfriend there on the bed. But the thing is, they didn't, like, they wasn't naked or anything, they had on clothes, right? And also a previous fight that they had was about a missing cologne. Then I guess she was triggered when she saw the roommate and her boyfriend on the same bed, because the cologne that they were fighting about prior to that, this incident here, was right on the bed. The roommate had a cologne. Oh my God. And then a fight escalated. If you want to read the full report, you could go, because after that, after she saw him, you know, a whole fight escalated and lead up to the whole stabbing and so forth and so forth. But damn. She chose she life by. I mean, I guess I get it. When people are in love, like, and they feel betrayed, people, like, not everybody could take that, you know, being betrayed. I get it, but you had your whole life in front of you. But anyways, y'all tell me y'all think about the situation in the comments.
Like I said earlier, I don't think she gonna be punished severely. His life over with. The system gonna sympathize with her, and she most likely gonna get the lightest sentence possible. I'm gonna keep up with this story to see how she gets sentenced and give frequent updates. If you made it this far, do me a favor. Hit the like, share, comment, and subscribe. And peace. I'll catch y'all in this video.